Hello, welcome back to my kitchen. If this is your first time here, you're welcome. Today we're making this delicious frittata, which I call a fridge frittata. If you want to know why, keep watching. Don't forget to click the like button and subscribe. These are the ingredients of my frittata. Every frittata is different based on what you have available. I call this fridge frittata. It is based on things that I have in my fridge. In this bowl, I have bell peppers, 3 colors. That is the green, the red, and the yellow bell peppers. They all have different tastes, you guys. The green one does not taste like the yellow one, and it does not taste like the red one. We have some Irish potatoes. I've already peeled and washed them. I also have some onion, red onion, but like we always say, purple onion. I have some carrots, some atarodo, and I have spinach. I have ginger, garlic. These are things that you find in some people's fridges. This is what was left over in my fridge after cooking. Your own frittata will be different based on what you have. I'm also using cheese. I have this mozzarella cheese. If you don't have it, you can skip it, but I like it. You can also use butter. I will be using butter. This is my leftover butter. I have this green pepper mixture, which is like green chilies and green peppers. It had a bit of red, so I blended everything together so that it doesn't spoil, and I added some oil. I stored it in the fridge and I use it for different recipes. I have crumble of bacon. If you don't have that, you can use hot dogs. Like I said, this is everything in my fridge, so your own frittata might be different. I also have plantain that we fried and left over in the fridge, like it's just sitting there. Nobody's eating it. We're putting everything in this frittata, you guys. I also will be using some cream. I use this cream for ice cream. I have a recipe on ice cream. I use it for a lot of our recipes. So I had some leftover and it is perfect in a frittata. I also have this leftover fried fish. I did a fried fish recipe a few days ago, so this one was leftover. And I thought it would be great to put it with the bacon, everything inside. This frittata was so delicious. I also will be using eggs. Eggs are very important in your frittata, so you need a lot of eggs. I'm just going to prep the ingredients by cutting the potatoes into little slices. You can boil it, but I'm going to put mine in the air fryer so that it cooks quickly, and I prefer it kind of like air fried instead of pan fried. But you can pan fry it, you can put it in the oven, you can steam it, however, but I just tried to build a lot more flavor by air frying it. If you have like leftover fried chips, you can use that instead of like fresh potatoes. It will work perfectly. The idea is to use leftovers in your fridge or in your kitchen. I'm going to cut the spinach into little sizes. They are big leaves, and I really like the spinach in the frittata. You guys, this was the best frittata I have ever had in my life. And this is how I'll be making frittata going forward. Even though the idea was use everything in the fridge, but now I feel like I have to get all these ingredients for this particular one, which is a lot of ingredients. So I have the fish. I'm just going to debone the fish. The type of fish you use will also affect the type of flavor you get from this frittata. So no two frittatas will probably taste the same because we will probably not have the same ingredients in our homes. But whatever you have, bring everything together. Look at ingredients that can mix well, that can flavor well, and put it together. For me, this is everything I am using for this recipe. So I've prepped everything. I've cut the carrots, I've cut the peppers, the plantain is on the side. I chopped it into little bits, spring onions, fish. If I had chicken, I would have added it as well. So I just put everything in my fridge basically, and you guys, it was the bomb. The number of eggs you will use depends on the number of your ingredients. Just make sure you have enough to go around. I'm going to season the egg with salt and then chicken stock cubes. That's all I'm using. And I'm just going to whisk everything. Next, I'm going to add some of that cream. It is going to make it rich and it is going to make it lighter as well. But please do not mix too much because you don't want to incorporate a lot of air into your eggs. You just want to combine it. If you whisk it too much, it will have bubbles. When you put it in the oven, it's going to swell and then going to deflate, and then it's not going to look pretty at all. You have a deflated frittata. We do not want that. So just mix it to just combine it and leave it. Next, I'm adding butter to a non-stick pan, and a non-stick pan is important so that your eggs or your frittata do not stick to the pan. I'm also adding butter all around the sides so that once I make my frittata, it comes out easily. And also make sure you use a pan that you can place in the oven. Make sure the handles are oven safe, which is the type of pan I'm using today. This was a gift I got from Le Creuset a while ago, so if you watch that video, you probably recognize the pan. My pan is on low heat, so I'm adding the onion first. Next, I'm adding the carrots. I'm going to add the bell peppers, which is the red bell pepper. I'm going to add the green bell pepper. You don't have to add everything according to like a timeline. You can just put everything at once, basically. Put all in the pan, and you're just going to gently like mix it, but make sure that your pan is not too hot. If not, things will start getting burnt. Don't miss this step. Make sure you always season your vegetables. So I added salt and some chicken stock cubes, because once you put this vegetable in with the eggs, you need it to be properly flavored. Next, I'm going to add the potatoes, the plantain, the fish, the bacon, spring onions, and everything that is left. The spinach, add that, and then just mix everything together so that it is cooked but not thoroughly cooked. My son will not eat eggs, but will eat a frittata, which is interesting. My daughter does not like to see lots of vegetables, but they will eat frittatas because they don't know all that went into making one. It is such a nutritious and delicious meal idea. Like, I wish I could make this every day. Not every time, like boil egg or just fry egg normally. Sometimes make a frittata. If you're someone that you need meal ideas, I have a meal idea or food timetable that you can use that gives you meal ideas. I also have cookbooks that you can use. These cookbooks, there are 2 of them, have different recipes in them, so make sure you download them. The link will be in the description box. You can download them. It comes straight to your phone and you can get all my yummy recipes. Next, I'm going to pour the eggs into the pan. Make sure your heat is really low, because if it is too high, everything will burn and you will not get the flavor. So you need it to be really low so that it can cook very, very slowly. I'm just trying to spread the egg around the vegetables and ingredients, and this is how, you see the way it is, this is how I like it. I like chunks of the vegetables showing at the top of the frittata. I'm also sprinkling more bacon and more ingredients so that it looks more colorful. Next, I'm adding the cheese. What this cheese is going to do is going to give it a beautiful color by the time we finish. I'm about to place it in the oven now. I'm going to keep it in the oven for about 15 minutes on low heat. So it is going to cook gradually. Now it is cooked, but I need it to have a lovely color at the top. So I was using the bottom gas oven. Let me explain the way we would understand it. I was using the bottom gas oven, but now you have to use the one at the top, right? So that it can, brown the top of your frittata. Turn it on, leave it for about 5 minutes. Make sure you watch it. and then you see you have this beautiful golden color. It is so pretty. You can garnish it with anything you like. I like using spring onions because they add such a beautiful color. See how pretty it is, you guys. This frittata was, I told you, the best frittata I've ever made. Anytime I'm making frittata again, I'm going to use these same ingredients. I don't care how much it is. Allow it to cool down so that it's easy to take out. I transferred it to my cake stand, and it is such a wonderful idea for giving guests. The presentation is fantastic. Cut it like a pizza, and this is what you get. So yummy, you guys. I hope you try this recipe. Don't forget to tag me when you do, and please click the like button on this video if you enjoyed it. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you in my next video.